Welcome to the Mystic Dream Center. I'm your host, Susan Morgan, and with me is my co-host, Dan Weaver. Hi, Dan.
Hello, Susan. How are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. We had a little jumpy start here,
We
but
did.
that's all right.
We did?
It's a full moon. We didn't talk about that.
Oh, it is tonight?
It's a full moon, and we have a live TV show, so we're brave up here.
That's right. For, there's probably nobody that hasn't seen this hit show.
Yes.
But if somebody just happens to be tuning in, who are you and what do you do?
I am a certified dream teacher, and I am motivated to teaching as many people as possible how to work with their dreams, their night dreams. Every night we're dreaming, whether we remember or not. And when we learn how to work with our night dreams, we can really gain clarity and healing. That's the quick 2-second synopsis of the show.
Susan says that the only true person who can interpret their dreams is the dreamer.
That's right.
But she certainly can help. She's got some intuitive qualities. So later on tonight, if you'd like to call in and talk about your dream a little bit. But we have something a little different tonight. The show has kind of gone to the dogs, and maybe you can talk just a little bit about that.
Well, we have a friend, Shana Lynne, that I've known for a little bit of time now. That's an animal communicator. She's also a trainer, and she's a wonderful woman. And so I've met her. We do dream work together. So she also can talk about her dreams. But I thought, well, let's have her on the show. So if you have an animal at home, she can even communicate with your dogs via the phone or your cats. We're going to try to keep it just on the dogs tonight. Maybe another night we'll have cats will be the focus, but tonight's dogs, and we have dogs as guests.
So grab Rusty and Fido,
Yes.
and get them near the TV set. You'll be able to call in. We also have a number of dogs here in the studio who are going to be read by her.
Yes. 2 of them being mine. Let's hope they don't complain too much, or they don't have too big of issues. One does. Anyways.
Now you have something, speaking of dogs, you have something that was just in the news that relates to pets and dogs and communicating.
Well, I got this, in an email the other day. This is a little heavy, but basically there's 2 scientists. This is out in Seattle. This is maybe a month ago. Were simultaneously doing these studies for like 10 years, unaware that the other one was doing the same exact studies, and they came to the same conclusion and met. And they had this big conference recently, and it's on morphogenetic studies. You can Google that. It's a very heavy-duty topic. Morphogenetic, actually. Morphogenetic fields. That's what it's called. And what they're saying is that, as opposed to the common theory that our cells are responding, that we're responding emotionally to how our cells are, whether we're feeling healthy or not. It's the opposite, according to these scientists. This is cutting edge, that our cells are being influenced by our unconscious. And scientists or a lot of professionals think 95% of all our behavior is unconscious. And that includes the dreams. That's why it's another reason to let's lower those odds a little bit. So they study dogs and animals and pets and how they're able to communicate with their owners, through great distances. Why are they so in tune to us? And they are, study after study. And any pet owner knows this, that their dogs are tuned in.
Do they know anything about dogs and dreaming?
They didn't mention dogs and dreaming, but I have said all along, I know dogs dream. Anyone that has a dog knows they're dreaming. Their little legs are running while they're sleeping and all. So we're going to talk to Shane about that, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. You can tell your dog owner.
I am. I used to carry on conversations with dogs when I was little. I used to be in a valley. We lived on a farm, and I used to howl, and I got all the other dogs howling. And
That's good.
Yeah.
See, very talented.
I can do a little puppy in distress.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I think I might have been a dog in a past life.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it works like that, but maybe. What do I know? Maybe you were a dog. What kind of dog would you have been?
Probably a Dalmatian. I'm really drawn to Dalmatians.
Do you like to look at the world in black and white? No. No, you don't. Do you really?
Well, I don't know. There's something about Dalmatians.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Dalmatian pictures behind you even.
Yes.
That was
This
one of
is,
your dogs.
yes, well, you can't see it because we don't have a camera pointing on it. But anyway, you'll see my dog a little later on. I want to ask her if she can do readings on a dearly departed dog.
I asked her that before you came on.
Can she?
And she can. She actually got a little read on your doggy, so you might be in for a little treat in what she said. So, yeah, so we're going to take a quick break. You can get ready to call. It's 445-7499, and Shana Lynne will be on in just 2 minutes, so don't go anywhere.
With great privilege comes great responsibility. My generation felt that as younger people, and it's time for us to feel that again.
Growing up economically challenged, I understand what it means to be destitute. I understand how it feels to be hungry. You help someone else, it comes around at a time when you might need help.
I like what I do. It gives me a lot of satisfaction. This is a great country. If people were to go ahead and step up to the plate by volunteering or doing something for their fellow man, this country will be greater than it ever was.
Today, our efforts are needed more than ever.
Because as a generation, we do have work to do.
Join thousands by finding which opportunity is best for you.
Lead, inspire, change the world. Again. Call 1-800-424-8867 today or visit www.getinvolved.gov.
Should I be planning better for retirement?
Does Medicare cover tattoo removal?
Relax, Tony. Go to firstgov.gov. They've got all the answers.
Wouldn't it be great if all government services were right there?
Hey, Doug. You want to hang out?
I gotta go to work.
Need help getting money for college? Firstgov.gov. Click student loans. Apply. Nice suit.
Did they know you're on school grounds?
So what do you say? You, me, and Tahiti.
Oh, but my passport's expired.
Firstgov.gov. Click passport applications. Download Form DS-82. Mail it in.
Now all the government information you need is a click away.
So, who's up for fondue?
Just log on or email.
Yeah.
Hi, we're back. We've got challenges because we have dogs. We have a live one-hour show with dogs. But with us is our guest, thank you, Shana Lynne, for coming on.
You're welcome.
And
Thank
being
you for
brave
having
with
me.
the dogs. She was starting to tell us, I said, just wait until we go on the air. What was that study?
There was a study, scientists had arranged for a group of different pet owners, different dog owners, who had different jobs and came home at different times to go to work and not tell anyone what time they were supposed to come home and we're going to have someone eating our treats. What time they were coming home. And what they found is they'd call these individuals and tell them to start home. It could be at 1 in the afternoon when they usually came home at 8 at night or whatever.
Yep.
And every single time when the owner had gotten into their car, and it didn't matter if it was 20 miles away, 50 miles away or whatever, the dog would start pacing. And so here these dogs, this was an odd time, and every dog knew when their owner was headed for home.
Oh, that's just amazing. It really is amazing.
They're amazing critters.
How did you get involved in animal communication?
I have worked with animals ever since I was a little kid. They said as soon as I could crawl or talk, I was always dealing with animals and playing with animals, and animals just had a natural affinity to me.
Yeah. Because all of us, I mean, there's plenty of times I'm talking to this dog in particular, or I've got a beat on him, so to speak. And everyone feels that way about their dog, or most people feel that way probably about their dog. But you take it a little bit more than that. It's a little, you're a little more in tuned. Right?
I do. Some people have actually said that I was probably a dog in a previous life.
Oh, just like Dan, what is it? Okay. Now, I'll also say this is my dog, Boomer, who did not want to come into the studio and for some reason did not want to come up and step up on this platform of our stage here. And she talked to him and did this whole little thing, and she got him up here. And She's messing with his ears.
What
He's sensitive about his ears, by the
What
way.
I am doing is a massage on his ears, which actually stimulates the production of endorphins in the brain and gives the dog a sense of well-being. So since Boomer was very nervous about coming up on the platform and being here while we're talking, I am doing an ear massage so that he can then relax and realize that it's not such a scary place. Anyone can do this. It's a very easy massage. It relaxes the dog and overrides the fight and flight mechanism that Mother Nature builds into them so that they can then think a little more and relax and handle a situation rather than getting all antsy about it.
Yeah, he's relaxed right now, and he was very antsy. Good boy. Now, I have my own things I could say about his personality, but maybe I should just hold that back.
My first question to you is, how old was he when you got him?
He was about 7 months old, 7, 8 months old.
Okay. Was he owned by a heavy man before you owned him?
I have no idea. I got him at the pet store.
At the pet store? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because I see things in pictures. And he kept showing me a heavy man with him in his lap when Boomer was small. And I think part of the reason why he's afraid of water is he was thrown into the water.
That man threw the dog into the water?
To
Right.
teach
He's a
him to
black
say-
lab. There are no black labs on the planet afraid of water. This dog has always been afraid of water.
Well, the picture I got was a big, heavy man. He was sitting in the guy's lap in a boat, and the guy just threw him overboard just to make him swim.
Well, that's awful.
So.
You're going to have to let that memory go, Boomer.
Well, that's why I'm doing with some of the stuff to help him relax a little bit. But that was the first picture that he showed me.
Do you get anything else for?
Well, because he had a lack of confidence in himself and got terrified, he then has a total lack of confidence in anything he's about to do because he's so unsure of himself.
And he's also, and the vet says this, he's a wincer, even when he's happy. He starts wincing like he's nervous. His little eyes get wincy. I think it's part of my other dog is whining because he wants to play. He also took it very hard when one of our other dogs had died a few years ago. He became a different dog.
Yes. He felt much more responsible because the other dog was the older dog.
No, well, the other dog was the alpha dog.
Right.
Small alpha dog.
Right. And so now
Actually,
he
she was
has
older.
this big, heavy responsibility on his shoulders.
That's right.
And so he took on the responsibility by becoming more aggressive if he feels he needs to. He doesn't understand that he can exert himself without aggression. He thinks that assertiveness means aggression. And that's why he will then try to assert himself. He doesn't know how to do it, so he acts aggressively.
That's true. And I tell him he's I don't want to say too much right now, that he's the guard dog at home. Now, what that means is that he's asleep in the driveway doing nothing until I come into the driveway, then he jumps up and starts barking at the bushes like he's been working all along. It's like this whole act. And I've come up in other cars that he didn't recognize, and he won't even move. He'll just stay asleep on the driveway. He only thinks he has to be doing something when I pull in the driveway. It's like attention. It's pretty cute.
Because
Poor
you're
thing.
asking him to do that.
He takes it very seriously.
Seriously.
He does. It's a big job. I know.
And that is it. He has a lot of weight on his shoulders because
does.
he's very serious. And he takes life very seriously.
He does take life seriously. Anyways, I have another dog who doesn't take life seriously at all.
Okay.
So if we could bring up that one, my son James can maybe bring him up. That's Louie. Now, Louie's only 8 months old. He's a puppy. So that's part of the reason why he doesn't take life seriously. Thank you. You'd be nice.
He just has a different personality altogether anyway.
Yes, he does. Come here, Louis.
Okay. All right. Can I just hold him for a minute, please?
I'm looking at Boomer's kind of. All right.
Boomer says, but wait a minute, I was the king over there.
Right. He wanted to talk about his problems. Now, what about this one?
All right. I'm just going to hold on for a second here. He's a jokester.
Yeah, he is.
He's a practical jokester. Was there a chocolate puppy in this litter? With him?
Not that I know of. Who
A
knows?
darker?
Again, I got him from the pet store. He
Okay.
could have been. Yeah, actually, the apricot poodles, they can be any,
all right.
their siblings can be any color. They're not all apricot.
Yeah. Well, he was showing me.
It's all right, because
I'm
he can't
sorry.
see Boomer, so he's going
That's all right. It's all right. We'll just start doing some body
He thinks
massage.
Boomer's doing something fun, and he's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. He said, this is boring stuff. I'm a kid. I should be out moving around. This sitting here stuff is just dumb, you know. Yeah. This sitting here stuff is just dumb. Well, a lot of times what they do is, especially if they were attached to another one in the litter, is they'll show me pictures, or they'll show me pictures of when they were wee puppies.
Yes.
And part of the antsiness was I asked you about another one in the litter, if you had seen it.
Yeah.
And it was enough that it bothered him that we were talking about it.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay. He's very attached to that dog, too, to
Yes.
Boomer. They're
Yes.
very
Okay.
attached.
Well, we have a little one who is just happy-go-lucky. He's got a lot of energy. He's a prankster, as I said, and he loves life, and he would remind me of Little Leprechaun with a twinkle in his eye and just see what mischief we could get into next. And he really doesn't have any issues other
No,
than
he doesn't. I don't think he does.
other than his buddy is off stage, and he'd wish he'd be there rather than sitting here listening to this lady prattle on about him.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Oh.
But he doesn't have any real issues. He's pretty happy with the world and the way things are going.
Yeah.
And owning his own little boy is just marvelous. Not every dog gets lucky enough to own their own little boy. So
Yeah,
he's,
like Boomer
he's
was
got
never
it
this
made.
silly. Even when he was little, Boomer was
Yeah.
never like this. Boomer
Yeah.
was somber from the word go.
Right. And this guy is always going to have a joke in his heart and
Yeah.
a twinkle in his eye.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good combination then, actually.
Yeah.
It'll help Boomer lighten up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, well, all right. I'm going to have Louie, just because that's how he is. I mean, maybe we can Louie can go. I'm going to just even let Louie just kind of run, because he'll find Boomer, right? Is that okay, Dan?
Well,
I
off
don't
we
think,
go.
And then maybe James can get him in a minute or two.
Okay.
So you can also do this, like you said, over the phone if somebody wants to call in. Shana, if you have questions about your dog, good, bad, or indifferent, or you just want to hear what she might have to say, you can call 445-7499. Now, Dan had a dog named Rascal that passed away, I think maybe a year ago, just about, and he was wondering if you were able to do a reading from a photo also.
Okay.
Maybe, actually, can we show the picture of Rascal so everybody can see?
Yep.
Rascal was a sweet little dog.
He's adorable.
Yeah, he was a good little dog.
Yeah. Actually, he's here with us. Did he have a favorite log or a big log that he used to jump over or run on top of? He's showing me in the woods a big tree that's laying down on its side. Was there a place that he played?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yelling from the...
That is the first thing when I asked was he showed me this big tree laying on its side with lots of leaves on it, and that it had important significance to him. So I was just wondering.
It was like a boundary that he couldn't go past.
Okay, that was the very first thing. As soon as I touched the picture, he just showed me this big tree, and it was a very important part. And he wanted you, I guess he wanted you to know that he was here, and he was letting you know something that you would recognize right away.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
And is he anything else that you're getting?
He's showing me a golden retriever, and it's an adult light-colored golden retriever. I don't know if it was a friend of his. He's showing me two men standing next to some sort of SUV, and with this golden retriever facing them.
Does that resonate with you, Dan? Did you have a golden retriever?
We've been talking about getting a golden retriever.
And he is showing me an adult golden retriever, more of the field style, not the real hairy one. The field trial type of dogs have less hair and wirier, more activity. He as soon as he showed me the log, he then showed me this golden. And the other dog he showed me was a little terrier. A brown terrier. It could have been a Norwich terrier, could be a border terrier cross, a bouncy little terrier, and those were the two things that he showed me right away. I don't know if the terrier was a friend of his, but he's showing me it's almost like a puppy, and very bouncy, very cute. And then I don't know if there's going to be two dogs in your life then, because he's showing me these two dogs, and he's smiling. He's standing there on alert, and it's like he's saying, these dogs will watch out for you.
Oh, that's sweet.
We have a phone call?
We have a phone call. Okay. Hello? I did it wrong. Hello?
Hi.
Hi,
My name is Christina.
Hi, Christina. Go ahead. You have a question for Shana Lynne?
Yes, I've had my dog Trevor for almost 9 years, 8 or 9 years, and he was found between North Stonington and Preston at the Gildersleeves residence next to the sheep. And it was Matthew Rohr, who's the head of the dog pound in North Stonington. He had my dog for a long, long time. I was just wondering, was he left because of maybe an elderly person couldn't find him, couldn't care for him? I just wanted to know what his history was.
Is he a black dog, a long-haired black dog?
No, he's a mixture. He looks like a golden lab retriever, like a small one. Dr. Doolittle from Preston said that he may have a little bit of spaniel in him, Cocker Spaniel in him.
Oh, Cocker Spaniel, yeah.
Okay, so he's golden color?
Yes.
Boy, as soon as you were talking, this black dog was showing up, and also the beach and the water.
Loves the water. We take him on a, well, we can't now, but he loves the water. We used to take him off of Watch Hill at Napa Tree, in the Sandy Point area. He absolutely loves the ocean.
Do you have another dog or a neighborhood dog that is black with long hair? Because that dog is coming through very strongly. It could be that your dog had a friend or lived with another dog that was black, because as you were asking the question, this dog was just jumping into my mind as you were talking, like this dog had some importance as well.
Well, we're in a neighborhood right now off of Anna Farm Road East, and there's a lot of dogs. I mean, it's like dog heaven over here, basically. There's a smaller dog that's black. That her name is Sheila.
No, that doesn't. It's almost like Trevor was with a longer-haired black dog, and the people had to make a choice, and they kept the longer-haired dog and left your dog. And it's like Trevor has always had an affection for the other dog and still feels for the other dog. It's like there were two dogs next to water on a beach, and the black dog was kept, and your dog was not. Was either dropped off.
It was off of
it was like an abandonment type of situation.
That's so sad. I'm so happy for him. He has a wonderful life now. He is older, and he is hurting right now. I don't know what's really going on with him.
Have you had him to the vet to check for arthritis?
Yes. That's what the doctor, the veterinarian that took over for Dr. Doolittle, said that he thinks he has arthritis, and I do give him some pills
Okay. Is he tender along his spine, along his back, down near his hips?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And have they given you any kind of pain medication or suggested any kind of pain medication for your dog?
Special chondroitin, Luca, I can't even pronounce it.
Glycosamine and chondroitin.
Yes, I have pills that I give him.
Okay. And how long have you been giving him those pills?
While, and it does make a difference.
Okay. Yes, because that is what I'm seeing: stiffness. I'm seeing soreness right in front of the hip area, and that is making him stiff. It's almost like he had an injury in the spine or in his back at one point in time, and that's what's really bothering him.
Oh, poor thing.
All right, we're going to have to take a break.
Thank you very much.
Well, good luck with Trevor. And thank you for calling.
Thank you.
He's back. We're going to take a quick break, and then we've got another guest coming on too with another dog, Tony, and his little dog, Jasmine. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Bet the mail's here.
I got it last time.
I'm busy.
Busy?
For some people, living with painful hips or knees can turn little jobs into big jobs. But it doesn't have to be that way. Today, physicians and patients are partnering together, choosing from a new generation of treatments and therapies that can not only reduce hip and knee pain, but restore a little spring. Life's too short to be stuck in the slow lane. To get up to speed on just how far hip and knee treatments have come, visit orthoinfo.org, a public service message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Don't forget tomorrow's trash day.
What's wrong with this picture? Half of young Americans can't locate economic powers like Japan and India. 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. Without geography, our children aren't ready for the world. Geography is everywhere. It's incredible creatures, rhythm, fashion, flavor. It's economics and politics. It's change. Understanding connections between people and places is critical in the 21st century. That's why we created mywonderfulworld.org. Go there now for your free parent and teacher action kits and give our kids the power of global knowledge. Because kids who understand our world today can succeed in it tomorrow.
Hi, we're back, and with us is another guest too that we have, Tony, and thank you, Tony, for coming on, and his dog, Jasmine, who is the antithesis of my two dogs. Very focused, well-mannered dog. And thank you, Tony, for coming on.
Well, thanks for having me.
I heard that you have a very good relationship with your doggie here.
Yes,
and
I do.
that, she would be a good guest because she's well-mannered.
Of course, once we started rolling, she starts running around.
Yeah, right. She hasn't moved for the last, half hour, 45 minutes. She's been staring at the ball, but now she's on the air.
This is her 15 minutes in the spotlight.
That's it. You go for it, Jasmine. So, well, go ahead. You can ask Shane anything you want. Is there any? It doesn't seem like there's any problems with wonderful Jasmine here, or did you get her as a
There
puppy?
must be something that you had.
Well, I do have a question because I recently moved.
Okay.
I moved in January, and for a while she seemed a bit unsettled.
Yeah. Okay. It takes a dog 6 months to adjust to a new home.